The number one thing holding people back from their goals and dreams in life are addictions. Addictions sap your energy. Addictions drain your willpower. And most importantly, addictions waste your time. Too much of it leads to an unhealthy body, a distracted mind, a lost soul, broken relationships, and a depressing bank account. If you want to avoid this, then welcome back, Alex of ONILIFE. In this episode, you'll be identifying which behavioural addictions you have. There are 10 categories altogether. Then you'll learn the best technique to overcome your addictions. When you hear the word addictions, many different things may come to your head, most obvious being drugs, cigarettes, and alcohol. However, first it's most important to differentiate addictions into two different categories, which are behavioural, external or hard addictions. These are undesirable habits that occur through action, causing chemical addiction inside the body. The second category is neurosis, internal and soft addictions. These are undesirable habits that occur through thought, causing conceptual addiction inside the mind. Addictions will be a two-part video, with this video focused on behavioural addictions. Next week's video will be focused on neurosis addictions, so ONILIFE episode 16. Now let's dive into the 10 hard addictions. Try to keep count of how many you have. 1. Gluttony. Taking drugs, smoking, tobacco, drinking alcohol, food, so caffeine, sugar, saturated fats, salt. Then there's 2. Lust. Watching porn, OnlyFans, camgirls, prostitution, sex dolls, virtual reality, and having hedonic sex. 3. Greed. Gambling, pachinko, horse racing, boat racing, lottery, shopping, luxury brands and cars, and collecting goods. 4. Media. Playing video games, watching TV, streaming sites, internet, music, social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, virtual reality. 5. Social stimulation. Socializing, partying, chit-chatting, gossiping, idolizing, celebrity, being a fan. 6. Vanity, obsessing with your appearance, cosmetic surgery, makeup. 7. New stimulation, always traveling, new experiences, new food. 8. Masochism Sadism, seeking physical pain, self-harm, harming others, cutting, abuse, over-exercising. 9. Infomania, reading non-fiction, so knowledge and fiction, fantasy. 10. Workaholism, overworking, solely focused on making money or working on your business. Almost everyone is an addict. The question is to what degree and how severe. For most people, it's rarely 1 or 2 addictions, but between 4 to 6 different addictions. Men usually have more of these external addictions than women, as men tend to take more risk on average, as shown by elite drug user numbers, need social acceptance and succumb to peer pressure, often seen in drinking cultures, externalize their emotions through addictive behaviours, having weaker social ties, and reluctant to ask for help. Before sharing with you the best technique for overcoming external addictions, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe and share it with someone who is also trying to overcome an addiction. Now let's do an ONI experiment to see how addicted you are. First, print out the free PDF sheet with all the addictions written down. Now you're going to do a 14-day countdown. Try to go as long as you can without doing any of the addictions. Mark down whenever you feel a craving for it, and also whenever you actually do the behaviour. You will almost certainly fail unless you've already built up the willpower like a Buddhist monk. The sooner and with higher frequency and intensity a craving arrives, the more addicted you are to it. After the 14 days, you should know exactly which addictions you have and how addicted you are to them. Now, you will try to overcome that addiction, starting with the one that is the most undesirable to you. You will need to go without doing the behaviour for the opposite number of weeks as days you went without craving. For example, if you experience sugar cravings after 2 days, that means you need to remove sugar from your diet for the next 14 minus 2, so 12 weeks. The best technique to remove any addiction is the same technique that I mentioned in ONILIFE episode 12, hyper-awareness. Each time you feel the craving arise, detach yourself from the craving and just sit with it. If you don't take action, then you can't do it. If you don't click on the website, you can't watch it. Just observe the thought and emotion for the addictive behavior until it eventually goes away. It may try to come back often, but the more you're able to observe without taking action, the weaker the addiction is going to become over time. This is because the root cause of all addiction is fear of emptiness, the fear of being alone with nothing to do. All addictions are distractions and an escape from the state of nothingness. ONILIFE is about being content with a state of nothingness. If this is a life you want to pursue, then start by focusing on removing just one addiction at a time. This process consumes a lot of willpower. For most of us, it will likely take several years of hard work to remove all of the addictions that you currently have, of which I'm still in the process of doing as well. However, I hope you can see how big of an impact this will have on your life, especially if you replace the time you spend on your cravings with the 5 ONI habits. It will speed up the process. Now's the time to make the choice. Myself at ONILIFE can only be a guide. The responsibility of how you live your life falls 100% onto you. Either live the rest of your life chained down by the dopamine releasing behaviour, a slave to external reality, or live an unchained life with the autonomy to pursue your higher purpose. Now, which choice will you make in 30 seconds time once this video ends? Will you download the PDF or watch a different video and not take any actions? Thank you for watching the video up to this point. As mentioned earlier, I'll be sharing the internal addictions that plague the current population next week. So make sure you tune in for that episode too. Until then, I hope you have another great week. All the best. Peace out.